But some of y'all might enjoy that shit too fucking much. With the masochistic shit that y'all like from your specific people, the way y'all like suffering behind these specific people, y'all might like that shit way too damn much. Damn, I already got flagged. Damn. I already got flagged. What the fuck? All right, whatever. Shit. Anyways, how y'all doing, man? I get flagged every damn live these. I'm finna restart this hoe, but I'm gonna make sure that it's running on YouTube, which I think it is. Let me check, or maybe just do YouTube. I don't ever really have problems with YouTube like that. All right, cool. Yeah, we're live. So, anyways, man, how are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? I'm actually gonna restart this because I'm gonna see if this restriction goes away if I restart this. 1 second. See y'all in a minute. What's up, my YouTubers? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, my beautiful people? We're just doing pure Q&A. I'm gonna try to answer as many questions as I can. I'm gonna try to stay on as much as I can. Put slow mo in the sanctuary. I didn't put slow mode in the sanctuary. Is it slow mode in there? I didn't put slow mode in there. My bad. And I'm live on TikTok. Don't. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. They're ratchet. They're disrespectful. They don't listen. They're distracting. You don't want to go there. Stay on YouTube. But I'm live on TikTok as well. I didn't put y'all in jail, man. The only place that is on slow mode is the crash out section. That's it. Other than that, you should be good. What's up, Michelle? Other than that, you should be good. It's only the crash out section that's slow right now. Oh, he put it on slow mode. Y'all incriminate yourselves, yeah. Sometimes y'all do. But yeah, let's do appreciate you, Gabrielle. Appreciate you, Gabrielle. Don't start making me blush on this live stream. But let's talk, man. Let's talk. What do y'all want to talk about? What do y'all want to what do y'all want to talk about? I don't think y'all are. How do I get a cute little badge? You get a badge. Read the badge descriptions. You get a badge. The badge is basically my way of thanking y'all for contributions in the space, right? Like, I think there's how many badges are there? There's several, but they're just my way of thanking y'all for contributions in the space. Like probably the most, we had one that was called the SP Whisper, and I changed that one to make it more generic to just Voice of Clarity. That's probably the most common badge that you can get. To me, the highest one is the Witness of Truth. That one's like really exclusive. I'm very, very particular about giving that one. Then you can have Scribe. You can have, or we changed the Challenger to Initiator, somebody that starts difficult conversations, things like that. But no one's really, the Initiator badge is yet to really just be claimed by anybody. But then we have like the, what is the Source Embodied badge, which if you get 3 out of the 4 badges, you get a Source Embodied badge, which is pretty cool. And then of course we have the lack badges. We have a 3D Addict, we have a Circumstance Crier, and we have something else. But all of those are really the same. All of those are really the same. Don't start talking to my sister. Stop. Don't start talking to my sister. Don't start talking about sister. But yeah. But anyways, what do y'all want to talk about? Most of y'all are common. Yeah, for sure. The goal is for most of y'all to have the badges, but most of y'all just get on there and cry all day. So there's a lot of y'all that are gonna have yellow badges very soon. I would call out your names, but you already know who you are. I don't need to call out your names. I cry in private. Facts. Cool. So, yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into this. I think I don't have an agenda. Don't have a. I don't have a lecture for today, but we can just talk. We can just talk. We can just talk. Appreciate your top to world. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm great. I'm A1. I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. Today's been a good day. I've been present. Been present. You know what I appreciate? Is I appreciate y'all being open to me pushing you. Like even today, I think it was just kind of a perfect time to introduce this new concept. And I'll constantly talk about choice, right? And I've hinted at this a lot where I'm like, if the desire is the truth about you, then do you even choose it? Right? Like if something is already true about you, your assumption that you're choosing to be it, is that even real? Or is that just another illusion? It's just that, is that just the ego trying to control something that's already there, right? And so I appreciate y'all engaging in that conversation because that is really the next step of all this. If you really understand or listen to what I'm saying, because I know a lot of y'all are you just want that specific person, you just want that thing, you don't really give a damn about none of this shit, you just want the best technique, right? But if you really pay attention, what we've been hammering is that when you remove all the stories, okay, your name, your doubt, your fear, your frustration, when you remove all of that, the core of you is simply I am. It is pure awareness, pure consciousness. It's the universe's source, is God, and it's everything. All states already exist right there, the truth. So even if you have a desire, remember, the desire, your desire, you desiring something is not creating it. It's already the truth before you desire it. So that desire is rising up from within you. So if this desire is already the truth, then what do you need to choose it for? Okay. So now when you misunderstand what choosing is, because really when we say choose, we're saying just recognize you're already it. When you misunderstand what choosing is, what you'll end up doing is now you think you've chosen something and now you're judging, am I choosing it right? Well, Alex, all I have to do is embody, right? I have to identify, right? You are so focused on this thing that you can't see that you are already everything. That was a fucking gem. But I know some of y'all are not going to catch it because you're too focused on that thing still. When you're too focused on that thing, you can't sit back and realize that you're everything. You're too caught up on that person, on that single lump sum of money, on that one job, on that one. You're so focused on that. What do I have to do to get that thing? That you completely miss life and you forget to relax into the only moment where you can be everything, which is right here. You're not just here to get one person. And I'll constantly ask y'all this question. Y'all just act so triggered why do you even want somebody who doesn't want you? Why do you want to manifest somebody who doesn't want you? Why? Why do you want somebody who doesn't want you? Right? Well, why do you celebrate a text message when all of life is going by, but you're just, oh my God, a text message. Let me write a success story. All right? Think about this, okay? Think about this. You're so focused on that one person and trying to be in alignment for that one person that you don't even notice that you're already everything. You don't even notice that you're already everything. And so now you're struggling with your choice. You live your life for the choice of this person, don't you? Because some of y'all, I'll be like, make it about yourself. You're like, okay, cool. But then you're trying to be present just for that person. You're trying to embody you being source just for that person. And you know what it introduces? You do the same thing when it's money to pay the rent. You know what this introduces? When you're trying to do it for that one person, now you become hypercritical of yourself, right? Don't you? Listen to me. Sit down in your triggered self right now and listen to me, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to walk through and you're like, oh yeah, I'm being source. And this person's going to come now. And then you start judging yourself every 2 minutes. Am I doing it right for him? Am I doing it right for the money? Oh, I must be doing it right now for the money. I must be doing it right now for the person. Oh yeah, I'm putting myself first for the person. I'm putting myself first for that rent. See, so you're not even putting yourself first. You're saying you're putting yourself first, but you're lying. But you're lying. You're still doing a technique for them. Instead of what? Instead of recognizing that you're already everything. So now you struggle. And a week passes, no change. You start doubting. Now you start judging, am I doing something wrong? A month passes, no change. You need another coaching session now, huh? And so you're doing everything right. Just put yourself first. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that this time. Just be present. I'm gonna do that this time. And you're present for a day, but your presence is solely for the purpose of getting that one person. You're pretending to be enough right now just so you can get them still. You're not just being enough to be enough. You're not deciding who you are. You're not being who you are just to be. You're not just being in the knowing that shit is just going to happen for you and work out for you. You're already everything. You're being for them. That's why. If they hit you up at 2:59 a.m. after the club, after they've already hit up 3 other people, and you are their absolute last resort, you will still come to me with a fucking success story. And then 2 days later, you'll be crashing out because they're not talking to you again. They dropped the pipe and left. Why is this? Why is this? Why is this? Okay, so I want to be very, very clear. All right. And I even asked this question in the Discord and some polls because I wanted to kind of get y'all's gauge. It sounds like I'm saying don't manifest SP. I mean, if that's what you hear, that's what you hear, but that's never what I've said. I've never said that you can't have an SP. You can have whatever you want, but you can't have them from lack. And building your life around getting somebody back is absolute lack. There's nothing prosperous and abundance about me being present solely for the purpose of getting somebody else who has constantly shown me that they don't even fucking care about me. There's nothing abundant by that, of that. Absolutely nothing abundant. You will say, I'm love, I'm abundance, I'm all that there is. But I'm crashing out because this one person doesn't fuck with me. It's not abundance at all. I know, and it sounds like a fucking paradox. It sounds like, what the fuck is Alex saying? I thought I could have this person. You can. When you begin to obsess about you, are you, and this is the question that I posed in the Discord to somebody earlier. They were saying how they've been crashing out because this thing happened at their job or whatever. And I said, are you spending time, all your time, trying to manage your emotions and manage your thoughts and manage the circumstances? Or are you spending most of your time absolutely falling in love in this moment with the knowing that you're everything? Let's pause right here. Let's do a reality check with all of y'all. Sit y'all asses down, all right? What percentage of today was spent By you solely focusing on the knowing that you were everything and falling in love with the knowing that you were everything and had everything in this moment was enough and you were enough right now, versus how much time was spent thinking about that specific person and hoping that you were in the right vibration. Like we'll joke around about vibration, but y'all treat the I am state the same way you treat vibration. I'm constantly saying there's no vibration, there's no alignment. You just are alignment. You treat monitoring yourself for some I am state the same way you did vibration. You're doing the same shit. You're just calling it something different. Instead of you calling it vibration, you're calling it embodiment, I am state. That's all you're doing. Right? How can anybody choose you when you don't choose yourself? Okay? You can only have what you already have. How much of your time is actually spent on the knowing that you are prosperity so everything works out for you, versus spending time sitting here and saying, damn, bro, shit's not working out. Well, what about the rent? But it's not here. But not, well, damn, of course, if you keep saying it's not here, you keep persisting in it not being here. And look, you're a master manifester, aren't you? Right. You keep persisting in them not being here. What do I do with this circumstance? What do I do with this emotion? What do I do with this doubt? You're persisting in them not being here and wondering why they're not here, instead of persisting in the knowing that you're already everything. There's nothing missing. There's nothing missing. Right now, there's nothing missing. Absolutely nothing missing. Okay? Like, who are you being for most of the day? Are you being the person that's constantly looking for the, oh, how do I do it? How do I get it? But Alex, it's not here. But Alex, the money's not here. But Alex, the SP's not here. Well, of course not. Because you're persistent like a motherfucker in that story. You are persisting like a motherfucker in that story. Right? Like, I can't say, like, nobody can save you but you. Right? But you, guys. Like, I cannot stress this enough. When you remove the story of not having, when you remove all of that, the only thing that is left is your truth, which is that you are source, you are awareness, you have everything. You are everything. There's no thought. Even scripture says, take no thought. Take no thought in trying to figure out what shall I eat or what shall I drink. For your Father in heaven knows you have need for these things. Your Father knows. Right? Even scripture to tell you, Jesus even said, right, I can do nothing without the Father. I and the Father are one, but the Father is greater than I. I of myself can do nothing. I of myself can do absolutely nothing. You can do nothing. You trying to be in alignment does nothing. You recognizing 24/7 and being in the knowing that you are everything, that you are source, and source is the one that's carrying all of this out through you, and your only job is to enjoy this moment. That's all you can do. All you can do is enjoy this moment and allow life to take care of itself and allow God. Guys, okay, I just dropped it. That was a gem right there, okay? You can't embody and I am your way into any success. The only thing that you can do is be right here, right now, enjoy life and know that something greater than you is flowing through you and taking care of that. That's all you can do. All you can do is be here and know that you are everything. Okay, hold up. All you can do is be here and know that you are everything. Does that sound like a verse? It sounds like be still and know that I am God. That's all you can do. All you can do is be here and know that you are God. Right now, no matter what. That's it. That's it. You trying to figure out what you did wrong in the past is you saying, I am not it right now. You trying to figure out what do I do with this doubt is you saying I am not it right now until I figure out what to do with this doubt. You are already it right now. You are it without thought because your nature, your being, just you being alive with no thought, just you breathing means that you are source and you are all that there is and you are God. That's it. Just you breathing, just you being alive, just you being here is enough. All thought is limiting. Every thought is limiting. Every thought is limiting. Every single one. There's nothing to hold on to. There's nothing to let go of. Your desire is already the truth. You don't have to claim it, choose it, none of that. Your choosing is even an illusion just to keep the ego mind busy and the knowing that it's coming so you can relax. Your choosing is simply a way for you to relax on the knowing that you're already it. But you don't even have to do that because the desire is just the truth because it rises within consciousness. The desire is already the truth. There's nothing for you to do. Like, y'all will constantly be like, you're not the doer. There's no doer. You're not the doer. There's no doer. No, for real. You can't do shit. You can't. All you can do is be still and know that shit is going to work out. But right here, I'm here. Everything that you desire will be there when you get there. But right now you are here and here is absolutely perfect. But can you recognize that? That's it. Everything that you desire will be there when you get there. But right now you're here and here is perfect. Here is perfect. Period. You have to know who you are. You have to know who you are. You have to understand that your being is enough, right? And I know I get passionate because sometimes I do want to shake y'all because I know y'all are like, get so caught up in the emotions and the thoughts and the feelings and what do I do about this and what about that and this emotion and I'm spiraling and I just want to say, man, if you just allowed yourself to do that and just became aware of how divine you were, shit would just work out. If you just say, you know what, I feel like shit, but god damn, I'm still divine while I'm feeling like shit, it's gonna work out. You know what? It would. It would. If you stopped allowing your emotions and your thoughts and the circumstances to just pull you around and you just were here, if you actually got to the point where you started to think less and less and less and just be here more and more and more, your life would flip around so quickly. You would begin to feel love for yourself that you've never felt before. You would begin to feel a wholeness that you thought was reserved for when that specific person came back. There would be a sense of love and fulfillment and wholeness and divinity and just, you don't know what until you embrace presence, not presence with an agenda to get, right? Presence is it's not a means to an end. Presence is the end. No, when you embrace this moment as the only moment, right here is enough. The amount of love and joy and fulfillment that you will experience right here. Guys, what are y'all talking about? You thought being source is not about feeling like source. No, it's not. But a byproduct of you being present is that you feel good. Okay, look, when I say your feelings don't matter, I'm not saying to sit around and crash out and be sad all day because you think that this person's not coming back. And then for 5 seconds, you're like, oh, but feelings don't matter. I'm still going to get them. No. Feelings don't, like, if you were just to go through your day being present in the knowing that you are source and you feel bad, but even through that, you're like, no, doesn't matter. The feeling is what it is. I'm going to be here with it. I'm not going to condemn it. It is fine. I'm still everything I desire to be. And the feeling passes and you're still it. That's what I mean when I say feelings don't matter. Sometimes we take it fucking overboard. Like, you've been crashing out for 8 days straight in lack, that this person is with somebody else, and then you come to me and say, Alex, but I thought you said feelings don't matter. Okay, feelings don't matter when you're being the person that has it. If you're being the person that doesn't have it, your feelings don't matter either. You know what I'm saying? So being is the most important thing. All I'm saying is that you don't have to, your state of being does not have to match your emotions. Is that clear? Feelings don't matter is not an excuse for you to walk around feeling like shit and in lack all day long and think I'm still gonna get what I want. Feelings don't matter means that you can go through the emotions and not be scared of them. But why the fuck would you want to walk around feeling like shit? Why would you want to do that? Feelings don't matter, so I'm just going to spiral and crash out, and I'm not going to do anything to improve upon myself. That's the thing that confuses me sometimes, is that some of y'all, it's like you've been doing this for a year and you don't feel any better. You're still having these drastic crash outs. You still feel like shit most of the time. Like one text message from this person can absolutely flip your entire day. And you've done, like, feelings don't matter is not an excuse for you to continue to just allow yourself to feel like shit. If feelings don't matter, that's actually a good excuse to be able to process your emotions. Right? Putting yourself first is not allowing yourself to be heartbroken for 3 fucking years trying to manifest a specific person that texts you. Let's take away manifestation. It doesn't exist anymore. Manifestation doesn't exist anymore. In what reality is a text message meant to make you happy? In what reality is a text message something to celebrate and go out and have a drink with friends? In what reality? In what place is that an accomplishment? Outside of the manifestation space, where we fucking celebrate everything as a success. We celebrate everything as a fucking success. A text. And I say this, and maybe it's funny, maybe it ain't, maybe it's triggered, I don't know. But it'll get so bad. Well, some of y'all will say things like, I heard a song and my SP's name was on it. Or I was at a restaurant and I heard somebody say my SP's name. And that's a success to you. And it just makes me disgusted. It's just, because it's like, damn, where the fuck are y'all placing the bar on who you are? And then in the same breath, you'll tell me that you're God. In the same breath, you'll tell me that you're God. Yeah, I'm Source, I'm God. And, I was out the other day with my friends and, I was coming from the bathroom. And it was 7:17, synchronicity, and set in the manifestation community when it comes to specific people. It's absolutely ridiculous. And at a certain point, we do have to ask ourselves, right? Like, this is a serious question. Do you think, let me trigger some of y'all. Let me trigger some of y'all soft asses. Do you believe that you being on this manifestation journey has simply prevented you from actually coping and moving on and dealing with your emotions? Give y'all double jeopardy time to answer that one. At what point does this become avoidance? At what time does it become avoidance? Because I get it, right? Some of y'all will say no. Some of y'all not going to say no. Then y'all not going to say no in the chat. But in your mind, you're saying no. And the only reason you're saying that is because you think that if you say yes, somehow it's going to ruin your manifestation. That's it. But you're not really being real with yourself. You're not being real with yourself. I'm telling y'all, look, if you are sitting here, look, and here's the thing. You don't even want your specific person. You don't even want them. Yes, I do, Alex. I do want them. Okay. If they came back the same liar, the same cheater that they were before, would you be happy with them? If they came back no change, same way they was before, sleeping with everybody, doing all. So you don't even want them for real. You want a certain experience. You don't even want them for real. You want a certain experience. Right? And so now, yeah, it was never about them. It was never about them. It's always been about you. But and this I know that y'all hate when I ask this question, when I'm like, well, what if they never come back? Would you be happy? You're like, no, I want them. Oh. What if you get something better? Would you be happy? No, I don't want anything better. I just want him. Right? So I understand, right? The desperation. But I'm telling y'all, until you simply sit in the knowing that you are source enough and you put yourself on the pedestal enough to where you're not fucking doing cartwheels over a text message, until you get to a point where you are so just in the knowing of who you are that you can look at a message come through and say, of course you want me. Of course you want me. Until you can get to that point, you can't convince me that you're putting yourself first. You can't convince me. There's nothing about, somebody texting you, a half-assed text, driving you to fucking ecstasy, right? There's nothing about that says, I know that I'm source and I can have whatever I want. There's nothing about that screams anything remotely close to that for me. Okay? So yeah, just had to get on a little soapbox for a little bit, talk about that. But something to think about. Now remember, no matter what I say, you still get to decide what you want, right? Some of y'all, and this is the thing that I've accepted this. I've accepted this. And here we go. Hope y'all are ready to hear this. You all deserve what you want, for sure, 100%. I believe that when I say that. There will be some of y'all. Are y'all ready for what I'm about to say? There will be some of y'all. You're going to be like, damn, not Alex. No, not in your reality. There will be some of y'all who stay on this journey for years and don't get what the fuck you want. Because you'll refuse to put yourself first. You'll absolutely refuse. You'll do everything except for put yourself first and know that you are God. There will be some of y'all that have a moment where it absolutely clicks and everything will come flooding to you, and you'll realize that nothing took time at all. That the 6 months and the 8 months, and you'll realize that was an absolute illusion. It was just your attention. Your attention was so stuck on what am I doing wrong and how can I do it right that you were keeping everything away from you. There will be some of y'all that have that realization and it clicks and all of a sudden you say, I don't even want this person anymore. But that person comes back and you'll say, fuck that. You mean I can have whatever? I don't want that. It'll just give you more clarity on things that you want. There are other people that are going to get the perfect version of their person coming back and they're going to say, yes, this is it. This is absolutely it. It's a narrow road. I'll tell y'all, don't allow me saying that feelings don't matter. Don't allow that to be an excuse for you not to actually process your emotions. If anything, feelings don't matter should give you a great opportunity to actually process your emotions, to feel what you feel. Damn, I just lost a whole bunch of viewers with that statement. To feel what you feel and still know that you are everything you desire to be. Right? That is freedom. To put yourself first and process your emotions and work through your emotions and lose the attachment to things so you're not suffering and be able to actually move through life as this sovereign being, just fully engulfed in the moment and loving the moment. That is freedom. To walk through life and have your emotions tied to a string with another human being, and to make your entire life, every video you watch, every book you read, every meditation you do, every affirmation you speak about them, you might as well make them a shrine. You might as well build them an altar in your home and give offerings. Because some of you've left Christianity and you have turned into an idol worshiper of your SP. You wake up and you check to see if there was movement. You wake up and check, is my embodiment enough for the divine SP? Am I affirming good enough for the divine SP? Maybe this sleep tape will please the SP and they will return to me. How do I deal with the silence of the SP? You have left Christianity and became an SPN. SPanity. This is not the way that you were meant to live life. You cannot do this and then look me in the eyes and say, I'm putting myself first. I am source. Are you? Doesn't sound like it. Doesn't fucking sound like it. Okay? So, first things first. And this is why the core of these teachings are always what? I am that which I desire to be. I am everything. I am everything. Well, yeah, you can see, I know you see the parallels, right? Some of y'all want the SP to save you just like you're waiting for some white man to fall from the sky and save you. Some of y'all are waiting for pixels to show up on your phone with your SP's name on it to save you. The same way that some people just sit around and they wait for some long-haired, blonde-haired, blue-eyed man to fall from the sky and come save them. Because when he comes, then I can be happy. It's the exact same thing. You worship this person. You send them affirmations. You send them your state. You keep them on your mind 24/7. Some of y'all treat your SPs better than you ever treated Jesus. Some of y'all treat your fucking SPs way better than you ever treated Jesus. Some of y'all really actually should be ashamed the way that y'all treat your specific person. Right? But what about you? If the kingdom is within you, if you are source, when are you actually going to make it about you? No, I'm not saying when are you going to make it about you so you can get somebody. I'm saying when are you going to actually make it about you? When are you going to say, man, fuck them. They'll be here. They're already here. But right now it's about me. This moment, I'm perfect. I'm whole. I'm complete. And this moment is enough right here. And I'm going to be here. How many of you are actually living life versus how many of you are just walking around monitoring life? You're like, oh, I'm going to be present. Hopefully this brings them back. Alex said, be present. He said, all I have to do is be present. Now it's turned into another technique. Made everything a technique. I am is a technique. Presence is a technique. Everything is a fucking technique for this person. Like, you can't even hear beyond there is no techniques. You'll look at me and be like, oh my God, I can't believe that I was in this space and I was just doing all these techniques and affirmations and visualizations. I feel so free. Then you do the exact same thing. So you mean all I have to do is identify? Yeah, that's it. And the truth is that you're already it. So you don't have to really identify with that. You just identify as the one who already has everything. That's it, because that's all you are in this present moment, even without thought. You're like, okay, cool. So I don't have to affirm, identify. So this just becomes another technique to you. It just becomes another technique. You're asking the exact same questions. Right? What if I overthink? What if I doubt? What if I fear? What if I what if I ooh? What if I he? What if I that? What if I this? Doesn't matter. Does any of that actually change who you are? Are you focused? Are you so focused on what you're thinking and feeling and the circumstances because you're so desperate to get that thing? Or you actually decide, are you actually just being? Are you actually here to do what you're meant to live this life? Some of y'all, you can't even tell me what's happened in the last 3 months of your life. It's just been a constant loop of wake up, try to be in the right state. And the same thing with the rent. It's just wake up, try to be in the right state, try to find manifesting content to get the rent. You already have it. It's already paid. It's already taken care of. You're already the person through which everything shows up for. For the fourth time, you're already that person. But can you recognize it, or are you going to keep on arguing for your limitations? No, but you don't understand. It's do this, but I don't have it. But what about the same thing as somebody fiending for a specific person? But what about this? But what about the emotions? What about the doubt? What about, it will always work because you're already it. The truth of who you are, even with the doubt and the fear and the personality and the name, all of this layered on top, the truth is that you're everything. The truth is that you're already that which you desire to be. Even when you add all those things up, the doubt, the overthinking, the truth is you're already everything you desire to be. But some of y'all are so, you stop focusing. You stop focusing on this truth and you get caught in the illusion. Why? Because you're constantly doing something to get. Instead of being the one that already has. Right now is enough. Everything that you want will be there when you get there. Right now you're here. And you can only be the person that is what you desire to be or is not. That's it. And it's not even let go. It's not let go. It's not hold on. It's just be. It's exist. It's right now. This is the only place that you can live. And this is the only place that you can say you have it. And if you had it, you wouldn't be worried about it. So actually focus on what you are. Be you and know that that is enough. And allow God to take care of it. I and the Father are one, but the Father is greater than I. I of myself can do nothing, but the Father does the work. If you can't do anything, then just be here. Your only job is to be here and know that your source and everything is taken care of. That's it. Just be head ass. Just be head ass. You're already it. You're it without trying. You're it without embodying. You're it without choosing. You're just it. You're just it. Will this get my SP? You're going to get hella lazy if you just be? No, you won't. No, you won't. You'll take the next logical step. You'll live life. Right? You think, see, you'll be doing the exact same thing as you do now. The only difference is you won't be spending 18 hours of the day trying to focus on embodiment to get some specific person. Like, what's boring about that? Sounds kind of freeing to me. Sounds a little peaceful to me. Some of y'all haven't had a break from monitoring yourself every 2 minutes, for the last 18 months? Like, when is the last time some of y'all stopped trying to learn manifestation for your specific person? I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait. When was the last time? When was the last time? When was the last time that you went 3 full fucking days without trying to do something to learn how to get your specific person? Guess what? Ain't none of that shit worked, right? That's why you're still here. Ain't none of that shit worked. Ain't none of that trying shit ever worked for you. Yet you're still doing it. But just you continuously trying to be this person that has it is the admission that you're not it. Who you are right now is the version of you that has what you desire. You just haven't recognized that yet. So you keep chasing yourself, thinking that you need to be more of yourself, and you wonder why you're exhausted. You wonder why you're exhausted. You're enough. But if you continue to accept that you're not enough until you get this person, so you got to learn a new technique, and you got to do something new, you got to embody different, you got to feel different, you got to deal with your overthinking, you got to deal with the doubt, guess what? They'll never come back. They'll never come back. You might as well call them. You might as well call them. It's been 2 years. Call them. I'm sure they forgot about the argument you had. Call them. Text them. Send them an email. So you want to meet up. Right? Because, y'all are trying to find a magic trick. Y'all are trying to find a magic trick, right? You're already that person. Okay, you're already that person you desire to be. You got to recognize it, though. If you want to feel chosen, you can. If you want connection, you can. What greater connection will you ever have than to you in this present moment, knowing that you're everything you desire to be? What greater connection? You'll never have a greater connection with anybody than you have with yourself. A woman can be with you. A woman can walk into your life right now. Y'all can spend the next 80, 100 years together every day, and they'll never know you as well as you know your damn self, ever. It's an illusion to think that somebody else can be more connected to you than you are to yourself when you are yourself. They can't live in your skin. They're not thinking in your mind with you. It's just you. It's just you in there. You can try to connect with this person as much as you want, and it can be beautiful, but it'll never be as beautiful as the connection that you have with yourself and with God. This is the only fulfillment. I get it, right? You want to feel connection. Well, maybe that connection, maybe that urge, maybe that longing is just a connection for your damn self. Maybe it's just a longing for yourself. Maybe you are feeling that connection with yourself, and maybe you are hopping from person to person, from bed to bed, looking for something that you can only find with your damn self. It's an endless search, y'all. It's an endless search. I'm telling you, and you knew this before you got to the manifestation space. Your desire leads to another desire. And if you think that your fulfillment is in receiving something out there, you're going to forever be a seeker. You'll forever be a slave. You'll forever be an addict. Because first you wanted this. First you wanted a hug. Then you want a kiss. Then you want a deeper hug. Then you want a deeper kiss. Then you want sex. Then you want this. Then you want that. Then you want this. And it never stops. And you can never be satisfied. The last hit was never enough. The last hit was never enough. You want more. You need more. You fiend more. Tell me more. This is it, right? So it just is a snowball effect. Until you find that fulfillment within yourself, everything else is just going to be, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. Okay? Let me see. What was the question above? Let me check it out. But there's no energetic blockage. There's nothing in the way. There's no energetic blockage. There's nothing in the way except for you deciding right now that there is something in your way. Your emotions do not determine who you are, even with emotions, even without the emotions, before the emotion showed up, after the emotion leaves. You're still God. You're still source. You can't say, I am source, I am whole, I'm complete, I'm everything, I am God, I'm the universe, and then say, but I have an energetic block. Since when does God have that? Imagine you walking into your Christian church and saying, you know what, Pastor, I think God has an energetic block. And, I think God just got a little too much doubt. Right? They might burn you at the stake for that. They might accuse you. They might bring back the Salem witch trials for that, right? So when you say that you are source and then you say, but I have some energetic block, who is this I that you're talking about? Who are you actually referring to that has the energetic block? You're not actually talking about the truth of who you are. You are talking about a character that you believe that you are. You are talking about an illusory story. You're still trying to fix the story instead of just recognizing the truth. The story thinks that it has a fucking energetic block, but it don't. The story actually might have an energetic block, but guess what? God don't. The story might have anxiety, but God don't. God just is. Just back there watching you with anxiety. Just, interesting. Who are you going to be through this anxiety? That's all I care about. Right? So don't get caught up in trying to fix the illusion and getting caught up in the story. Your human experience is feeling that something is blocking it. That's it. But your human experience is just it's just meant to be lived. And you can dissolve all of that in the present moment anyway. You can dissolve all that illusion in the present moment. But can you come back right here and recognize that nothing is missing right now and life is here and that's perfect? Can you recognize that? But there is no cycle. There is no cycle. If you can notice, if you are aware that there is a cycle, you're just making a choice. If you, the moment that you're like, oh shit, I'm in a cycle, I'm in a loop. No, you're in a choice. You're in a repetitive choice. Now you can choose differently. If I say, damn, I know that I don't have an energetic blockage, but I just feel like I'm in this loop where I keep thinking, hell no, I'm aware of it now. If I think that I have this energetic blockage, I can just tell myself the truth. I don't. There's nothing there. Then I can get present, and that whole story just dissolves in the present moment because it doesn't exist here anymore within my perfection. A lot of y'all's answers are right here in this moment. A lot of y'all have not been present enough to realize how you don't have any issues right here. A lot of y'all that I've been working on, most of y'all's homework has just been get more fucking present. Yeah, life is perfect. But a lot of y'all's homework has been getting more present because you're so out there that you can't realize the perfection that you are right now. You can't even recognize it. You're just constantly drifting around, letting life slap you around, falling into the illusion of the character for 18 days. And then saying, Alex said feelings don't matter. And then you've got to take accountability for your life. And it starts with coming into this present moment. Do I think too much social media makes you less present? Hell yeah. I think the food, the social media, the news, a lot of things. But none of that shit is an excuse. Sure. But we're still grown adults, right? We're still grown-ups. So shit ain't no excuses. No excuses, just results. I don't give a damn about your excuses. I don't, like, you can write me a dissertation on, I think that the media makes us less present. Okay, and what's your point? What's your point, grown ass adult? Is that gonna be the excuse that you have to stay in the life that you don't want? I hope not. Exactly. So hell, if you think the phone is the problem, you better turn the damn phone off. If you think the TV is the problem, you better find some time to turn it off. You think social media is the problem, that's on you. Turn that shit off. I have no problem being present. I'm present when I'm typing to y'all lackful asses on the Discord. I'm present when I'm talking to y'all here. I'm present. I'm present. Where are you? You can put all of those excuses up there, but shit. What's more important? Holding on to the story of an excuse or actually being what you desire to be? Yeah, I meditate. I meditate. How much do I meditate daily? I don't know. Depends. Morning and evening. Morning and evening. Yeah, all your happiness is right here. All of it. There's nothing in your subconscious that's making you repeat the same choice. There's you making choices to repeat the same choices. Right? Don't start don't start doing that. Don't start making excuses and being like, what's causing me to put my attention on if you guys, your attention is your attention. This is the only thing that you can control. Okay, let me say this again. The only thing that you can control is your attention, your story. So me saying like, damn, what's causing me to continue to think like this and feel like this and identify with this? Is it something in my subconscious? No, it's you. This is why I cringe when y'all say like, oh, the ego. I know the ego. This is just a story of the ego. The ego's doing that. It's you. It's you. You can have a thought show up. You're the one who identifies with it and says, oh no, this is me. A lot of y'all, I'm telling you, a lot of y'all have PhDs in ego economics. Y'all tell me everything about the ego, but can't ever tell me about who you are. Can't never tell me about who you are. Who are you? But who are you being right now? Well, the ego says that. Oh, whoa. A lot of y'all have MBAs in fucking egonometry. But you can't never tell me who you are. Right? At a certain point in time, that's just another excuse. It's just another excuse. It's just another way for you to blame something else. Let me blame the ego. Let me blame the subconscious. Let me blame my vibration. Y'all are blaming the cell phone right now. Hold on. Y'all are blaming the cell phone. Y'all are blaming the Discord. The last time I checked, you have to consciously pick up the phone, unlock that bitch with the Face ID, find the app, click on that hoe, sit there and scroll through it. Do you not? Y'all act like you wake up and the phone magically pops in your goddamn face. You're not making subconscious decisions. You are waking your ass up and being a creature of habit and following a conscious pattern that you always did. You are living life just unconsciously because I don't give a damn. I just had a good excuse. It's the phone. Or you're going to take life into your hands, into your own damn hands, actually be present and make choices for your damn self. Make choices for your damn self. Yeah, I use my phone to meditate too. Okay. See how you doubling down? Okay, exactly. But what is it? Oh, is that not new? I don't think that's new. I think that's the same thing. Do I make actions from me being what I desire to be? If you saw no money and said your prosperity, would you still go out to party or not go? I'd be in the moment. I do the next best logical step, right? So when I decided I had money and I was prosperity, when I didn't see the money, I wasn't going out there and spending money I didn't have. Because for me, prosperity isn't recklessness. Because me just spending money I don't have, to me, does not even make sense as somebody that's prosperous. I wouldn't do that. So that was just how I thought. But you can do whatever you want. It's just, who are you actually being? Are you doing that to get something? Are you doing that because you think that it's sending some signal out into the cosmos? And your action of going out and spending money you don't have is like putting a quarter in the vending machine of God and a blessing will pop out? Or are you actually doing that because you just know that you're prosperity? Which one? Right? So it's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want, but understand that the doing doesn't mean anything. The doing does not mean anything. It's the being. But in my personal opinion, but I don't spend a lot of money though. I don't spend a lot of money. I make a lot of money and I don't spend it. Most of my money goes to family. And then I also have I just have money sitting. Got a decent spot that I stay in. I got nice cars, and I don't travel much. I don't date much. I chill. So I am excited for this Vegas trip though. I got so many spots lined up for me. I'm excited to see y'all too though, I guess. Why do I save when I'm prosperous? Because prosperous is different based on the person, right? If I asked 10 of y'all what is prosperity to you, you would have 10 different answers, right? So you got to understand, like, prosperity is not, there's not one universal definition. Okay. So don't think of prosperity as a universal standard, right? Because now you're judging everybody like, oh, you're prosperity. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Right? I don't have a desire. To me, if you catch me throwing money at a club, it's a clone. That's not me. I ain't doing that shit. Right? Some people might be like, bro, you got it, throw it, right? Even when it comes to the place, like things that I do, right? I live according to my own standard and my own rules. I live according to my own standards and my own rules. All right? You've got to live by yours. Whatever prosperity is to yours, be that. But understand, right? Understand this, overstand this, right? Whatever you are hearing, whether it's somebody saying that they don't want to be with you because you got kids or whatever, or whatever you look at, whatever you see in your bank account right now. This person that just invited me to co-host kind of fine. I ain't gonna lie. I just kind of, I almost got curious. But whether it's money in the bank, whatever the case may be, these things are just information in the moment. You are the truth. Those things are just information in the moment. You are the truth. Okay? You are the truth. Your story is the truth. What you accept about yourself is the truth. Information about the moment cannot tell me who I am. Building empires, creating dreams. I feel you. I mean, I don't know what that means to you, but I feel like I'm doing a decent job of that. I feel like I'm doing a very decent job of that. I feel like I'm doing a very decent job of that. So, but I hear you. Once again, though, I'll tell you, right, I'll never be able to give you an answer that satisfies you for what you want to do, right? Because I'm not you. Like, I can't satisfy your definition of prosperity because I'm not you. The same way that you could be like, what about doing this and building this? And I'll be like, why the fuck would I want to do that? Because I'm not you. There's nothing wrong with either one of ours, right? We just don't got to make it a dick measuring game. It turns to a pissing contest on how we spending money, what we would do. That seems to be a popular conversation. Man, if I had what you had, I'd do this and that. But you don't have what I have, so what are we talking about? All right. That's always a funny guy. That's always a guy. Boy, if I had what you had, I'd be doing this and that. But you don't have what I have. So what are you talking about? What's your view on journaling? Go ahead. Do whatever you want to do, right? But understand, what is the self that you're developing? Who is this self that you're developing? So the premise of self-improvement, right, when it comes to self-help, I'm all for that, right? But here we're talking about non-duality, right? Here we're talking about I am awareness. We're talking about the truth that you are source. So those two things don't mesh. Self-development and knowing that you are already everything you desire to be. Now, I will say things like you should try to handle your emotions and have a better state of being just so you can have a better life experience. Sure, but none of those things take away from who you are, the truth that you're source. So if you want to journal, because for instance, I write a lot because I was not always a very good communicator or a very good speaker. I struggle with this. When I was younger, I struggled with this. I used to not talk at all. I used to be very, very quiet. I used to stutter a lot. I used to stutter my ass off a lot, right? But writing, poetry helped me a lot. I used to tell when I first got into content, when people would ask me, hey, what is a tip on speaking better? I would say poetry. Say read poetry, write poetry. Understand how to make words sound sexy. Right? It's a better way to even speak. It started off with me asking me, how do I speak to women better? Poetry. Poetry. Listen to poetry. Read poetry. Write poetry. You'll see. You'll see. How many times have I read something on here and it's touched y'all in a way? Right? Why is that? Because it's an acquired skill. I didn't wake up out the womb being able to put things together like this, right? And it's helped me even when it comes to communicating complex topics. Let's be honest, we're talking about the nature of God. I would argue that that's one of the most complex topics to talk about. It's never mind. It's simple, but it can be a very, very difficult topic to get through, to cut through, right? To really hammer home. And I think I do a pretty good job at it. Why? Because all these things that I've been doing have helped me. Tell you, man, you want to get more smooth with your woman. Ladies, you want to get better with your man, right? You want to be able to talk to them differently one-on-one. You want to be able to, put on that different tone and talk to them, slow down the cadence, put those words together in a beautiful way. Check out poetry, read poetry, write poetry. Read poetry. I'm giving y'all some practical ass advice right here. Read poetry, watch poetry. Right? Read poetry, watch poetry, write poetry. Just write point blank, period. Right? Just write point blank, period. And sometimes things are just better when you say them in a different way, right? It's one thing to say, you are the love that you see. But it's another thing. What was I saying that y'all asked for the quote again? It's the love that you seek is, what the hell was that? I don't remember. I know. Somebody jump in here, they think y'all might jump in here for the first time and think all these goddesses are trying to shoot their shot. They're not. They're not. Some of them try to flirt for free coaching sessions so they can get their specific person. Some of them want free advice. So they're just trying to say some nice things so they can get free conversation. I'm a means to an end. I'm a means to a fucking end. Flirting for a free meal. Except for Royna. Right. Using me trying to get to another man. Yes, they have. Yes, you ain't got to lie to me. You ain't got to lie to me. You ain't got to lie to me. Yes, you be like, oh my God, Alex, I just love you and miss you. How you been? I'm like, I've been good. How you been? I've been great. Well, I didn't really want anything, but if you have time, I just have a question. Head ass. If you have time, I just have a question. Hey Alex, how are you doing? So yeah. Oh my God, Alex, are those new glasses? Is that a new scarf you're wearing? No, it's the same one. I knew it was a new scarf. So anyways, I got this question to ask you. Oh my God, Alex, are those new rings? No, these are the same rings. Oh my God, I love them. I knew they were new. Anyways, I have a question for you. Give me your skincare routine. Water? Oh my God, I just knew that you use so many things. Anyways, I have a question. Right. Oh my God, Alex, thank you for helping us. And I love the way that you answer questions. And I'm just so appreciative for you. I don't want anything at all. I'm like, okay, thank you. Anyways, but since you're here, but since you're here, but since you're here, right? You're so thorough. You're so smart. You're just so, oh my God, Alex. Have you been working out? No. Oh, I knew you'd been working out. So, anyways, I have a question. Oh, wait. Exactly. Being who you are doesn't have to look like anything because you already are who you are. And who you are is source, right? It's a recognition. Think of being as just a recognition of the truth that you're already everything. You lack nothing. So there's nothing to be, there's nothing to become. You can be as you are in this moment, knowing that this moment is complete because you're here. Mm-hmm. Yes. Like before enlightenment, what is it? Chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. The action doesn't change. Just the knowing of who you are underneath it changes. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh wait. How can you need money when you already have it? Yeah. Be present. You already have it. But I can guarantee that if you're in this need mindset, you're going to try to be present as a means to an end. And you can't do it as a means to an end because presence is the end. Doing it as a means to an end turns it into another technique, which makes you in lack. Doing to get is the issue, right? It's such a paradox. I already know who's going to comment and not understand this. I already know that I'm going to get a comment for that from a specific I already know who this guy is going to be. But that is the doing something to get is the paradox. You have it. You have it. You're already provided for right now in this moment. If you don't see it, it's not because you don't have it. It's just because you can't see it. And just because you can't see it don't mean it's not there. It's still there. You got it. No, not Reese. Not Reese. It's this dude that's always commenting on YouTube videos. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. That's a hell of an affirmation. That's a hell of an affirmation. That is a hell of an identity to have. You don't have to, don't carry that anymore. You're better than that. Right now, you are fine. Right now, you're not stuck. Right now, everything is fine. Everything is perfect in this moment. You are perfect in this moment. And even if you cannot see what you are looking for, it's already here. Just because you can't see it does not mean you don't have it. You can't see the blood in your veins. You can't see your heart beating. You can't see the oxygen that you're breathing in, but you have it. But you have it. Everything is here. Everything is here. You've got to violently and relentlessly train your fucking mind to be here and know that you have everything. That's it. You've got to violently, relentlessly train your mind to be here. Control your damn self. Control your damn self. Be who you desire to be, a present motherfucker who knows they are abundant in every single moment. Some of y'all are too concerned with how to fight doubt and not concerned enough with actually being the person who has what they desire to where the doubt doesn't matter anymore. So I'm about to start telling y'all, how do I deal with doubt? Well, be the person who knows who they are so much that they don't have doubt. How about that? You're already it. You're already it. Be that. Be that. Be that. Be that. Be here. Be here. Be here. Be here. It's already done. There's nothing that you can do to stop it, nothing you can do to speed it up. The only thing that you can do is enjoy life right now, and everything is working itself out. Everything else is just putting yourself in a loop. All the struggling and trying and embodying and choosing and all that shit is just keeping you on a hamster wheel of trying to manifest and trying to be something that you already are. But if you're trying to be something you already are, you're saying that you're not it. And if you're saying you're not it, you can't have it. Point blank, period. You can't have what you don't have. So stop saying that you don't have it. You don't ignore the 3D. You just don't let it define you. You engage with the 3D. You love the 3D and you love yourself more. You love yourself more. You love who you are more. You know who you are more. All that ignoring the 3D, if you want to ignore the 3D, buy a blindfold. But you're not here to ignore reality. You're not here. God, why would God come down here to ignore reality? Why would God come down here to put on blindfold and bump into walls and ignore shit because he's too scared to face what is? What is what is, but it doesn't change who you are. I am who I am. I am who I desire to be. I see through the illusion. There's a beautiful quote by Rupert Spira, right? He teaches non-duality, right? He says, seeing through the illusion doesn't change the illusion, right? Initially, when you see through the illusion stays the same. He gives this example and he says, if you're walking on a dark road and you think that there's a snake in front of you, and you get closer and you look at it and you get close enough and you realize it's just a rope. Even if you take a couple steps back and you still look, the rope might still look like a snake, but you know that it's not. You know that it's just a rope. You know that what it looks like is not what it is. This is what we aim to do with reality, not to ignore reality, but to see through the illusion. What I see out there is not the truth. I am the truth. What I see out there is just information about the moment. And it's neutral information. It's information that I slap a label on. Nothing shows up in your life saying what? Nothing shows up in your life saying rejection. Nothing shows up in your life saying whatever the case may be. You're the one who adds the label to it. You have no control over this moment except for how you see yourself. But how you see yourself is how the next moment unfolds, and the next moment unfolds, and the next moment unfolds. Stop getting caught up thinking that this moment is telling you a story about who you are. It is not. Even when your SP shows up, it's not telling you a story about who you are. It's not. It's a token of who you are, but it's not the definition of who you are. You are the definition of who you are. Do y'all think that you're going to decide that you are source and all of a sudden, do you think that you decide or recognize that you are source and then all of a sudden that SP comes back and you just completely forget everything and they stay and they're the ones who reinforce you for the rest of your life? Is that what you think happens? That ain't what happens. That ain't what happens. Yeah, I'm just being here. I was waiting for a question to interest me. Something that I haven't already talked about. Man, I tell you, my experience was just, I didn't have a single moment. I didn't have a single moment that catapulted me. It was more so an unfolding of life, to be honest, an unfolding of life. So that's a tough one. I have told stories on lives about kind of my journey, and I don't like to tell it too much anymore because I just don't. But like, there were a whole lot of different things that happened that led me to this, right? I was in a fire. A woman I was with passed away. There were several different things that happened that catapulted me to this. But there was also a long period of time where I was just hungry for information. Not even reality creation stuff, just spiritual information in general. And then, basically, long story short, I had some catalyst moments after that. I had a moment where I was for part of my life, I was like homeless. I was, living in the car. Car was getting repoed and shit. So I was having these battles with physical reality, right? And the last time I was going to get evicted, I actually made a decision that I was not going to. The money was paid in full, was all paid in full, and that's what I had this miraculous thing where the balance was just paid. Even when I didn't have a job, I was trying to make the money. I was trying to do things, but I was just like, no, it's paid in full. It's paid in full. It's paid in full. I don't know how, but it just is. And that experience led me to the realization that even if I don't see it, it don't mean shit. It does not mean shit. I just because if I don't see it, it doesn't mean I don't have it. It just means I don't see it. That's it. Right. So that was a big thing. And then my mother had cancer. She had stage 4 lung cancer. She was only supposed to have months to live. But that was years ago. It was like 2.5 years ago. Damn near 3 years ago now. Damn near 3 years ago in like June. So, and she's cancer free now, right? Just from a miraculous sequence of events. So I've seen enough things in my experience to understand that the only thing that we have is our faith. It's the only thing that I have is my faith. Everything else is an illusion. Everything else is an illusion. Right? Everything else is an illusion. How do you know that the desire arises as mine before we even know it? When's the last time you chose a desire? Do you wake up every day and choose your desires, or they just show up when you want that person? Right? Did you actively choose to be in this space trying to manifest them? Or did the desires show up? Do I feel that I am awareness allows eventual ease or less harshness self? I think I am awareness and all these non-dual teachings and reality. I think all manifest that any kind of concept that touches on manifestation should make your life easier for sure. All of them. If it doesn't make your life easier, I think that you're not receiving the lesson correctly. If it's not making your life easier, I think that something is missing in the way that you're receiving the information. It should be the full circle moment is to realize that you just go back to living the way you did before you learned about manifestation. You just know that everything works out, and now you're more present in this moment because you know everything's going to work out, and all you have is now to focus on. It's the full circle moment. That's the graduation moment. There's nothing to do, there's nowhere to be except for right now, and it's all working out for me. Or you've graduated. Yeah, you get it. It might sound like it's general, it's not. If your desire is already the truth about you, the desire is to be with that specific person or whatever the case may be. If that desire is already the truth, you're already everything. All realities exist within you, and that desire shows up. You think you're choosing it, but it's actually choosing you. Right? So when you misunderstand choice and you're like, oh, I have to choose it and embody it, what you begin to do is you begin to judge your choice and say, this choice is good enough, this choice is not good enough. And then the more that you do that, you just create resistance. You put space in between who you are and who you already are. You put space in between who you want to be and who you are, right? When there is no space. So knowing it's all going to work out is simply knowing that I am already that which I desire to be. So I can literally go through life, take care of this moment, know that any desire that rises up is already a promise, and that's it. That's it. I simply flow through life, and I know that anything that I desire is already a promise. That's it. There's nothing general about it. It can feel general because you're saying, yeah, I'm just what I desire to be, but I want you to really understand what general means. Really understand what I'm saying. If the desire is the truth about who you are, before you even choose it, if you desire it, okay, if you desire it, and the desire is not creating anything, the desire is simply revealing a truth that already exists within you, then there's nothing for you to do except for quote unquote accept the desire or know that the desire is there or just live life. That's it. Right? It's kind of like that, I guess. And that's the one reason why I don't go down that road is because sometimes you're like, well, damn, is there free will? Is there destiny? Well, yeah, because you're still going through life. And as a byproduct of that, these desires are showing up. So could you look at it and say you don't have free will? Sure, you could look at it that way, but you do. You do. Because when your desires show up, you still have a choice to resist them, motherfuckers. You still have a choice to resist it. No, it's not whether you get it or not. No, it's not whether you get what you want or not. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's not what I'm saying at all. It's absolutely not what I'm saying. You will get what you desire. Unless you accept that you are. But accepting that you just are already the person you desire to be means that what? Your desires are automatically added to you. The only thing, guys, you without any thought, any doubt, any nothing is already perfect. It's just the recognition that the truth of who you are without trying to do anything is already enough. And already has all of your desires attached to it. Okay? Don't fight this. Don't fight this. Don't fight this. Do not fight this. You don't find a reason. There's no loophole in it. You are source, meaning all things exist within you right now. There's nothing for you to do for all things to exist within you right now. When you recognize that, there's nothing for you to do. Y'all will constantly be like, there's no doer. You're not the doer. There's no doer. Then what is the doer? This desire is given to you by something. What carries out the desire? What do you have to do then? Nothing. You just have to be here, be still, and know that I am God. Clear instructions. Be still and know. Be here in this moment and know that it's going to work out. Not it's going to work out whether I get it or don't get it. No. You're going to get the shit because it's your desire. It's already the truth about you. But you got to get out of your way. You got to get out of your own way. Choice just gives us what choice helps us do, right? When we try to choose our desire, is it gives us something to do so we can trust. It gives us the opportunity to trust. Choice, saying that I choose this desire, gives us the opportunity to relax and trust. But the desire already chose you. The desire was presented to you. I have no idea. Which one? Never mind. Yes, KJ. I think so. I think if it's over a certain time, though, it might not translate. I'm not sure. Exactly. Whatever you're seeking is seeking you. I think my phone about to die. That's the graduation moment. I drive my dream. I don't really have a dream car. I'm not a car guy. I had a dream bike, a Yamaha FC10. And I've had two Yamaha FC10s and a Honda CBR 500. But cars, I'm not really a car guy. I have a Lexus. I have a GX 550. A Lexus GX 550, the big ass SUV. And then I have a Benz. I have a Benz. Which I think both of them are nice. But I'm not really a big car guy. Like I said, the last car that was my like dream car, I was like, what the fuck? One of my dream cars was a fucking Lincoln, a Lincoln MKZ when they first did the remodel in like 2013, and I bought that shit, and it was only like 20K at the time. And then the next car that I had was my dream car was this new model, the Lexus GX 550, that dropped last year, the 2026 model. And so I got that. And that was it. That was it. But yeah, I like the Lexus. Beautiful car, smooth car, big car. It looks cool. Yeah, that's my shit. I will race. I raced more when I was younger. When I got on my bike, if I passed like some supercar, I would race them, but not much these days. Not much these days. You had a dream with me in it the other night? That's cool. What question you got for me? I already know where this is leading. Oh my God, Alex, I had a dream with you in it. You expect me to be like, what's the dream about? Nah, I already know what you're going to ask. What's your question? What's your fucking question? Okay. All right, I freed y'all in the SP chat. The SP chat is free. Let me see if there's any good questions in the SP chat to answer right now. What's wrong with y'all? What's, what's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Hmm? Oh my God. Let me give everybody a fucking yellow badge. Y'all are pitiful in here tonight. Damn, I'm black as hell. All right, I'm over reading y'all shit. Because revision is still about who you decide to be right now. Revision works for all people. You're revising at every moment. You just think that your past is real, and you continue to look at this present moment through the lens of a past that you think is actually true. When the story that you're telling right now is completely new. So you're always revising. There is no past. Think about this, right? You're new in every moment. So even you telling a story about the past, oh, I think he's about to die. You're new in every moment. So even you telling a story about the past, that is revision. You're revising this present moment with what you think you are in the past. So whether it's something that you actually experience or something that you want to experience, it's still all just revision. There is no true past to tell the story from. So there is no past to actually revise. There's only this present moment and who you're being right now anyway. You're just attached to the story of the past thinking that that's the truth when whatever you say it is right now is the actual truth. The Discord is always that bad. The Discord is always that bad. Always. Always, always, always. Anyways, what other questions y'all got? I still got a little bit of energy. Yeah, my TikTok died. But I put in the Discord that I was going to move over here. So The good old. So I don't have a Toyota. When y'all said that, I was wondering what y'all were talking about. I've got a somebody else said must have said Toyota. Somebody else must have said they got a Toyota. I got a Lexus, which I guess is Toyota, right? So it does make sense. I got a Lexus. Y'all better get used to YouTube. Pretty soon, all the lives gonna be on YouTube. I don't make any money from TikTok live, so I'm moving everything to YouTube pretty soon. And it's easier. It'll just be easier to keep all the chat in one place so I can actually focus on it. I don't really like TikTok's monetization. I don't know if anybody else. You mean Lexus is high end Toyota? Lexus is high end Toyota. But yeah, TikTok. I don't know if anybody else is monetized on TikTok and YouTube, but TikTok's monetization is absolute garbage. Ooh, am I supposed to say that? YouTube's monetization is fire. YouTube's monetization is fire. Yeah. You said Lexus got to upgrade. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. I don't like that I don't know who y'all are though. We should do a meet and greet. Everybody introduce themselves. What's your name? Where you from? what's your What's your name in the Discord so I know who the hell you are? Some of y'all I know. I don't know who the hell Mermaid Moon is. Who is Sale? Oh, I'm assuming Sale is Sale. I know Lauren. Who do I think Mermaid Moon is? I don't know. I don't fucking know. The crazy names in score like yeah, Katie has. All right, that's Sale. Okay, I know that's Sale. Okay. Best Getty, you got 18 different names. You got KJX. You got Best Getty. Now you got Mermaid Moon. God damn. User 1234567. I don't know who that is for sure. Definitely no cat. Oh well. I don't need y'all to drown out the real YouTube crowd. But what you y'all have any other questions? Or do y'all want me to end this? I don't care if y'all can't see me on here. That's not the point. The point is to get the information. I can't see you on here, Alex. You look so good today. Okay, what do you want? Well, I just have this question about my SP. I know how y'all work. I know how y'all work. Well, oh my God, Alex, you look so good from this angle. So I have this real quick question. Yeah, this is a brand new scarf. Brand new scarf. Yeah. Yeah, don't talk. Post this on my page for it. Yeah. I am aware. I know you. I know you. Can I share my experience with Elle? I feel fairly healthy. I haven't had any personal ones. I just had my mother's where she was, diagnosed with cancer, stage 4 lung cancer, and that healed. So I never texted my SP back, and he didn't double text and show up with flowers in my steel source. Thanks, Michelle. I appreciate that. I'll give you a free question. Go ahead and ask. Go ahead. I'll give you a free question, please. I'm not on any other live right now. Y'all better get used to this. We about to cut everything down. We finna go from all those people on TikTok to 30 loyal supporters on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. I gotta find the best way to convert. I'll probably start putting my YouTube and my TikTok shorts more. But we'll see. Gotta figure out how to convert. Nah, no Instagram. Instagram is the worst place for live streams. I do YouTube shorts. They don't do that well. They don't do that well. But I haven't really been my thumbnail game is terrible. My YouTube is I'm more of a put the content out there type of guy. I have been just focusing on TikTok for the last 2 months, which has been cool because it's ballooned up. I'm 60-some thousand people on there. YouTube, I will too. I know what YouTube, I will too. But I'm not really worried about all that. I'm more so worried about helping the people that I can. I don't want to turn this shit into a job. I just like it. You right, I can't get dinosaurs. Even though you ain't never sent me a dinosaur, so I don't know what the hell that means. All the TikTok folks come over here trying to change up YouTube. You see, this is how they act. This is how them motherfuckers act, man. See, they're entitled. TikTok people are entitled as hell. They don't give a damn how it's been working and how y'all love it. They just come over here. Ugh, I don't like it in here. They just walk into your house and disrespect your shit. Is this tap water? Ooh, I don't drink tap water. Yeah, I just rested in knowing she was healed. But I mean, there was still a lot of frustration and doubt and fear and all that, right? Fear was a frequent visitor, but I refused to make it an identity. I refused to make it an identity. The ads are good for y'all. The ads are good for y'all. Make sure y'all are present. I think I'm about to get up off of here. Yeah, they have no fear, emotions. They have no power over your desires at all. Fear, emotions, doubt. None of that has any power. The only thing that has power is I am. How do you know if fear is just fear has become an identity? It's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice of recognition, right? Can you recognize what you already are? Can you recognize your truth that you are that which you desire to be? You are that which you desire to be, right? Or are you falling for the illusion that the fear and the doubt somehow determine or have a say-so in who you are? They don't. Yeah, I already like all of this focused on YouTube. I like it. I think we just sped up the YouTube conversion process. I might do like TikTok. If I want to do like panel discussions, I might do a TikTok every once in a while. Or like a Q&A or something, I might do a TikTok. But I think from now on, like the lectures, I'm going to put them straight up on YouTube. It's just more organized. And I don't have to be going between two places. Like I just keep all, everything can be just nice and concise right here. It's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Doesn't matter how much you complain. I'm still going. That was crazy. It was about to be a crazy statement. I'm going to be on YouTube. Point blank period. I'm gonna be on YouTube. All right, family, I'm out of here. You bore me with the lack of questions. You bore me with the lack of questions. Um, I might be. We might talk. I might talk in the Discord. I might jump in the Discord in a couple seconds. In like 5 minutes, we'll see. But if not, I shall talk to you. See y'all later. Peace.